I first heard about the diamond necklace affair in college, and closer to the mic? Okay. I first heard about the diamond necklace affair in my French history class when I was probably about 19, and I have been obsessed ever since. Let us begin with the titular diamond necklace. Commissioned by King Louis XV for his mistress, Madame du Barry, it took the jewelers roughly 2-ish years to bring it together, during which time the king had died. Worse, the king didn't pay for it in advance, so they had a necklace. Capitalism. This is our mastermind, Jeanne de Saint-Remy, later the self-proclaimed Comtesse de Valois. Born in a chateau in Champagne, Jeanne and her family fled in the middle of the night when she was 4 years old from the debt collectors. Her fortunes turned worse because by the age of 6, her father had died, and her mother had gone out for chestnuts. But by the age of 19, Jeanne succeeded where her father had failed. She was able to get the court at Versailles to acknowledge that she was the descendant of King Henri II and his mistress. Now, for the honor of carrying royal blood, she was awarded the sum of roughly, in today's money, $200,000 a year. I mean, pretty great, right? Jeanne was offended. That was a paltry amount of money. And she vowed to get back at the crown. But don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. I would like to share with you the words of Jacques Bougenot, a man who loved her, who wanted to marry her, who acted as her lawyer for free. Struggling since her birth with the social order, she had defied the law and hardly respected morality much more. But what is a mastermind without a mark? This is Cardinal Louis René de Rohan, a member of the Rohan family, one of the oldest, most aristocratic, powerful, wealthy families in France. He was appointed as the ambassador from France to the court of the Holy Roman Emperor in Vienna, a job he hated. He and the Empress had a hate-at-first-sight relationship, and in one of many letters, he said, in one hand she holds a handkerchief to wipe away her tears, while with the other she seizes the sword to complete the partition. Oh, this was incredibly funny to lots of people, but not Marie Antoinette. So when he was assigned to the court at Versailles, he found he couldn't get anything done. Now, what does Marie Antoinette have to do with the Empress Maria Theresa? Why? This is the family of the Holy Roman Emperor. This is Maria Theresa. This is her youngest daughter, Marie Antoinette. To use a historically accurate term, he talked shit about her mom. And he knew that he needed to fix it, because otherwise he wasn't going to get anything done. And thus begins the diamond necklace affair. Step 1. In 1784, Jeanne said to her lover, the Cardinal de Rohan, I have an idea. Write a letter, and I will give it to my bestie, Marie Antoinette. And if Marie Antoinette has anything to say in reply, out of the goodness of my heart, I'll pass you that letter. And letters start flying back and forth. They start cool. They get warm. They turn red hot. The cardinal is convinced that he is in love with Marie Antoinette and that surely it is mutual. And he realizes he can never approach the queen in open court in front of her husband. So he begs the only person who can help him to arrange a secret meeting. Step 2, you provide a Marie Antoinette. Now, I would be a little bit worried at this point because I don't have a Marie Antoinette. But Jeanne, not at all. She said, when one is in need of a Marie Antoinette, but one does not have a Marie Antoinette, what does one do? You hire a prostitute. This is Nicole, and in the gardens of Versailles at night, with a veil, close enough. And the cardinal confesses his love, and she mumbles some stuff in return, and he goes away on top of the world. About that necklace. Now, this was a necklace made for royalty. And without King Louis XV, they turned to the next obvious person, Queen Marie Antoinette, who responded effectively, I have enough diamonds. It was because she hated Madame du Barry and didn't want a necklace made for her. But then they turned to Catherine the Great of Russia, who said no. And then Marie Antoinette gave birth to her eldest son, the future king of France. And they said, okay, hear me out. Bargain basement price, $140 million. What do you say? And she said, no. They were desperate to move this necklace. They even offered a commission to whoever could get it sold. You know what the queen really wants? What does the queen want? Well, Jeanne said, she really wants that necklace. I know. She said no twice. But it's not that she doesn't want it, she does. It's because her husband is so mean, you guys. And Rohan does, in fact, go down to the jeweler, set up a payment plan, and they hand him the necklace. But he can't give it to the queen in court in front of her husband. So who could possibly give it to her? Oh, yes. Whoops. There we go. He takes it to Jeanne's house. By morning, the necklace is broken apart. What you see behind me is the only arguably verified pieces that are left. And they start selling it on the black market. Few diamonds here, few diamonds there, and it's all going swimmingly. Capitalism. And step 5, get away with it. Kind of. You see, remember that payment plan? He missed the payment, guys. And the jewelers knew who that necklace was going to, so they go to Versailles, they approach the queen in open court and say, hey, Cardinal's not paying. Money, please. The queen, understandably at this point, what? What are you talking about? It all comes out. People get arrested, and a court case happens in 1785. In liars! In court, do you all think that Jeanne was found innocent or guilty? She was found guilty. She was branded and sent to life in prison. That didn't last long because a year later she escaped, fled, moved to London. Whoops. Sorry, I had a little hand tremor. There we go. Moved to London, wrote her, let's call it factional autobiography, which is quite interesting, and wrote defamatory pamphlets about Marie Antoinette until her death in 1791, where she was running away from debt collectors and fell out a window. Defenestration. Now, what about the cardinal? Innocent or guilty? Innocent by virtue, I kid you not, by virtue of being too stupid. Because everything from the way that Marie Antoinette signed her letters to just everything falls apart with the first application of a brain cell. However, he would have the longest lifespan, survive the French Revolution, and die in Germany in 1803. Now, when it comes to my beloved Queen Marie Antoinette, in the court, the legal court, was she found innocent or guilty?
Guilty.
She was innocent in the legal court, but there is always the court of public opinion, where she was found guilty by virtue of, had she known about it, she totally would have done it. And she would die in 1793 at the blade of Madame Guillotine. In fact, the blade in the center on display. Decapitation. And so I would like to raise a glass to the diamond necklace affair, the most successful and audacious jewel theft of the 18th century, a scandal that destroyed a once beloved queen's reputation more than any other, and in fact hastened the start of the French Revolution by 1 to 2 years. To the diamond necklace affair.